Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be covering a few different Nintendo news stories. A new mobile Pokemon game has been released, Ganondorf in Super Smash Bros. 64, an update on Bayonetta 3, new NES games on the Switch, and enough info on Fire Emblem 3 houses that it would take a 30-minute video just to cover it all. Before we begin, our podcast co-host Jablima is also doing a giveaway for a $50 Nintendo eShop card on her Twitter. A link to the giveaway is in the top pinned comment and the description of this video. Now, our first piece of news will be quick, so we can get to the bigger news. From Nintendo Everything, NES Nintendo Switch Online update out now, version 2.5, new games, and SP version live. Nintendo has released the latest update for the NES Nintendo Switch Online app on Switch, has received its monthly update. I think they mean end. Your editor needs to take a look at that. Players can access version 2.5, which contains the latest games and one more SP version. As previously announced, Clu Land, Donkey Kong Jr., and Verse Excitebike have been added. There's also a new SP version of Star Soldier. Here's an introduction to Star Soldier's SP version. Begin on stage 8 of 16, with both the ability to shoot in 5 directions and a defensive shield. At the end of the stage, another typo there, you will encounter the fearsome Big Star Brain. To defeat Big Star Brain, you must destroy all 4 of its power cells and then aim for the core in its center. For those who don't know, SP versions of the NES games are versions that basically just make it easier for you, like they did with the Hyrule Fantasy and Zelda 2. Again, for those who don't know, the Hyrule Fantasy is the original Japanese name for The Legend of Zelda. Our second piece of news comes from Go Nintendo, and it's the new mobile Pokemon game, Pokemon Rumble Rush. It is currently available in Australia and will release in other areas soon. For those who remember it, the Wii U also had a Pokemon Rumble series game. Here's the Pokemon Company's official statement on this new Pokemon game. Key features: enjoy fast-paced gameplay on the go. It's easy to control your Pokemon with one hand. Clear stages by controlling your Pokemon as it moves forward. If you see enemy Pokemon, you can attack by just tapping the screen. Tap to engage in exciting gameplay action. The islands and seas explored during your adventure change every 2 weeks. You may find unfamiliar and stronger Pokemon on the new islands. So, journey through various islands and seas and collect more and more Pokemon. Upgrade Pokemon of your choice. You'll sometimes receive ore when you clear a stage. Refine ore to get power gears that you can use to make your Pokemon stronger. You may even be able to refine ore into a summon gear that calls forth a Pokemon to use a powerful move. Use power gears and summon gears to help your favorite Pokemon do well. Test your strength using the Pokemon you've collected. Occasionally, you can earn rewards by working your way through the Super Boss Rush. You'll need many different types of strong Pokemon to win each Super Boss Rush. Harness the power of the Pokemon you've collected from various islands and seas to defeat the powerful Super Bosses. So basically, it's another Pokemon spin-off, but on your smartphone. Our third piece of news is another quick one from Nintendo Enthusiast. Ganondorf added to Super Smash Bros. 64 roster via mods thanks to modder JS64. It does, however, replace Captain Falcon though. That's it. That's the news. Not going to bore you with the rest of the details on how to get it or whatever, because while mods are completely fine, illegally downloading ROMs can get us all in a lot of trouble. So thank you JS64 for giving fans the chance to play as the King of the Gerudo. For all of those interested, a quick Google search will show you everything you need to know to play as him, especially since this channel is kind of sponsored by Nintendo, and our co-host works for Nintendo, so yeah. Anyways, our fourth piece of news comes from our friends at Nintendo Enthusiast again. Bayonetta 3 news incoming next week, says Hidake Kamiya, and please forgive me if I mispronounced that. Responding to a fan on Twitter who asked about the game, Bayonetta series head revealed that we could see footage as early as next week. However, Nintendo Enthusiast also updated the article saying, "Update. We have been advised by our readers that Kamiya is known to troll his Twitter followers like this, and that his tweet below may be an instance of the former. So basically just cross your fingers and hope that they aren't trolling their fans, like Miyamoto did when he said that a 3DS XL would never release." Finally, the huge Fire Emblem breakdown. From Go Nintendo, Fire Emblem 3 Houses' massive Famitsu feature shares tons of new gameplay details. I'm only going to cover the first few things from this because of how massive it is. You can visit Go Nintendo to go through all of the details for yourself though. All of this is from Fire Emblem's official Twitter as well as Famitsu magazine, which had a huge feature for the game. A massive wave of details on Fire Emblem Three Houses has released today courtesy of Famitsu. Before we get to all of that, let's take a look at the daily character profile. Today's tweets focus on Felix. Felix is the heir of a Duke of the Holy Kingdom of Fergus. Man, I'm gonna get a lot of these names wrong. And Dimitri's childhood friend that he nicknamed Boar. He's a rather sarcastic individual and a lone wolf. Felix also makes sure to hone his skills with a sword, and when finds a strong opponent, he will reach out to challenge them. Crests. Some of the characters received crests from their ancestors. A crest can determine the standing of a family in society. A crest from the ruling family of the Adristian Empire has been handed down from generation to generation. A crest was first given by the Church of Cyrus. Sometimes crests are given to people with extraordinary physical and magical skills. The protagonist has their own crest, but what it is remains a secret.
Hey everyone, it's me again, Elia Rose. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. And you know what? If you're a fan of videos like this, you should totally subscribe and give this video a like and comment below to let us know what type of videos you would like to see us create in the future. And if you would really like to support all of us here at the GameOverJesse channel, please consider purchasing a GameOverJesse t-shirt or becoming a Patreon at patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can receive many rewards, such as getting shoutouts, having any topic or theory that you select discussed on the podcast or made into its own video, having your question answered, joining on as a guest on the podcast, and playing with us during our Twitch live streams at twitch.tv/GameOverJesse, and much, much more.